Alright, so it's time to create that nice effect in pure CSS. Actually, it's pretty nice to do with some box shadows, so I will show you right away how to do that. Okay, so I will really explain everything. So in our code right there, we just have an index.html and a style.css, okay? And there is a container with the class of home right there. And we are going to use Flexbox just to put the block fade right there and the block background one after another, okay? So the first one will have the text and the fade effect. And the second will just have the image, okay, the background right there. Okay, great. So let's take a look at the CSS. So for the CSS, the container will just have a display flex. And the first element will have that box shadow. This is the most important thing for our effect right there. Okay, so don't mind the display flex and everything, is just to center the text inside. But the most important is the box shadow. So I will explain it. Just after that, we just have the block background with a nice image I find on Dribbble. Okay, this was just for the example. Okay, so this is just for the image. So the box shadow right there has a lot of properties, a lot of value, I would say, a lot of values. Okay, as you know, there is a lot of value there. There is the X, there is the Y, there is the blur like that, and there is the spread. And after that, there is also the color indeed. Okay, so X, Y, blur, spread, and the color. Okay, so let's just try to remove the spread. And look, it's not working. There is some shadow, but it's not the effect we want. So I will explain this to you with a CodePen, okay? So I'm on CodePen, and I will show you. I just want to zoom a little bit. Yes, it will be better like that. So a box shadow. If we just begin with something simple, everything it is at 0, actually. Okay, so there is no shadow, actually. Okay, what if I put some blur inside? Okay, there is some shadow everywhere around it, because X and Y are at 0. Okay, so the box shadow is spreading everywhere. Okay, great. And what's going on if we put a higher value on the spread value? Okay, this is the blur. Okay, so the sample blur around it, and this is the spread value. If I put like 10, oh, there is more, and 30, okay, and 50. And as you see, the shadow just spread like that, okay? And if we now put it back to 0, okay, and just play with X or Y, so for our example, it will be X, so 50 on X, okay, X, the axis, so from left to right, and 50 on X, so the shadow is moving to the right, okay? And if I put 100, like in the fade effect, you see that the shadow is more on the right now. Okay, great. That's nice, but the shadow is not uniform, I would say, is not correctly well implemented there. Okay, we can do better. And this is where we use spread. We want to make it larger, bigger, and more compact too. So we need to play with that value. Okay, so look, just 10 or 50, okay, or 70, great. And now if I put 100, it will just make it so large that we have a uniform shadow actually, okay? And this is just the effect right there, okay? So if I put 100 on X, 0 on Y actually, but you can play with Y and everything if you want to put the effect on the other side, and 100 on blur, okay? And now we just need 100 of spread, and it will just spread like that, okay? And we will have a nice color. Okay, so this is pretty simple to do, and I'm not seeing that effect so often actually. So if you use it, I think that your website will be original, okay? You will have something special, your little touch, I guess. So great, I hope you like that, and see you next time. Bye.